Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eugene, Oregon, where it appears my eyes have to be deceiving me. I'm looking skyward. There's liquid coming down from the sky, and everyone knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Utah Utes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will kick it away to start. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking for a man, it's Daly. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a gap. It's Andrews. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Utes will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Now they'll run it to the right here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a reverse. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. On the move to his left. Fires on the move. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Run it with the fullback. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Pulls and fires complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Leaves it with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Boston. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Wilcox.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And as I put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Shakes off the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this pre-gate showdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to... And the ball slipped out. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Might be looking to run. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And his throw is incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Ducks will punt this one away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. To the air. It's Daly. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. He's going to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. They'll give it to the back. Runs for the tackle. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the ball comes to rest right there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Finds his tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
They'll run it to the right side. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They go right back to him. Finds a crease at the 20. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, man.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Finds the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going.
And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Daly. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, I thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they get to